notorious earworm. It's that melody that refuses to leave your head no matter how hard that you try. You know the one. It sneaks up on you while you're brushing your teeth or driving, looping on repeat long after the song ends. After spending 3 decades in the music industry and working with songwriters from all over the world, I've seen this phenomenon up close. Through my company Innovaniac Music, I've helped produce and release more than 150 songs for dozens of musicians, and it always fascinates me how certain ones get stuck in people's heads almost instantly. And there's actually a science behind this. It's a mix of psychology, neuroscience, and songwriting craft that explains why some melodies linger while others fade. Maybe you've wondered how your own songs could feel more catchy or more memorable. If that sounds like you, then stay with me because we're about to uncover the science behind the earworm and how you can use it in your own songwriting. Let's start with one of the biggest factors, which is repetition. Songs that repeat melodic phrases, lyrics, or rhythms are far more likely to stay in your memory because the brain just loves patterns. It's wired to latch onto them. Every time you repeat a phrase, your brain strengthens the pathways that store it. And that's why repeating a hook, a chorus, or even a single word creates a loop that's really tough to break. How about this one? Umbrella, Ella, Ella. You can use repetition strategically. Repeat it, but with a twist. A small variation keeps the listener interested while reinforcing that memory. I mean, think of a kid jumping rope and chanting, Miss Mary Mac Mac Mac. It sounds playful, but it's actually a way of training the memory. Rihanna's Umbrella shows this perfectly. Repetition is like hammering a nail. Every strike drives it deeper into the wood. Another key factor is simplicity combined with surprise. The catchiest songs strike a balance between being predictable enough to follow and unexpected enough to stay interesting. You want something the brain can recognize but not fully anticipate. It's like walking a familiar path and then suddenly spotting a neon pink squirrel running by. That surprise locks the moment into your memory. Billie Eilish's song Bad Guy captures this balance beautifully. The bass line is simple, but the phrasing and pauses make you pay attention. It's like comfort that meets curiosity. Like serving, vanilla ice cream with a jalapeno pepper on top. Start with something familiar, and then twist it a little bit. Try an unexpected rhyme, or a left-turn chord, or a lyric that lands in an unexpected way. That combination of familiarity and novelty can make a song unforgettable. And don't forget about emotion. Emotion is a powerful piece of the puzzle. If a song makes you feel something, whether it's joy, nostalgia, heartbreak, or hype even, it's more likely to stay in your head. Emotion releases dopamine, which strengthens memory. So when Adele sings Someone Like You, it feels like she's reading from your diary. Emotion acts like the glue that bonds memories to melodies. When you're writing, anchor your hook into a real feeling. Even abstract lyrics can resonate if they create a vivid emotional image. Sometimes your brain loops a song not because you want it to, but because it feels unfinished. Have you ever had a song fade out mid-hook and your brain just keeps replaying it? This happens because of something called the Zeigarnik effect, and yes, I had to research this to understand it. Ultimately, we remember unfinished tasks better than the completed ones. Crazy, right? It's like when you almost sneeze but you never do and your brain just won't let it go. That song, Somebody That I Used to Know, ends on a phrase that feels unresolved. Your mind keeps looping it to complete the pattern. Here's a creative tip. Use lyrical or melodic cliffhangers. Ask a question in your chorus that does not get answered until later, or maybe not at all. That small bit of tension keeps listeners hooked. Personal relevance also plays a huge role. Songs that connect to your identity and your memories and your daily life are far more likely to become earworms. A breakup song hits harder when you're living through one. A nostalgic melody can bring back memories from your childhood. Those emotional timestamps become mental tattoos. For me, one example is the song Why by Devin Townsend. It always takes me back to the summer road trip across Washington State with my wife. The memory and the music are permanently linked. So when writing, try using what I call universal specifics. They're like details that feel personal but still resonate with a wide audience. Say something like, red dress on a Tuesday, because it's far more memorable than just saying, she looked nice. Let's talk about another way to trigger earworms in your songwriting. Start with melodic contour. Use simple, singable melodies with small intervals that are easier to remember. Think of like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. The melody rises and it falls and it resolves like a gentle wave. Or the Beatles song Hey Jude. It uses the same approach. The melody moves in small steps, which makes it really easy to follow and sing. A strong melodic contour is like a smooth bike path. It has gentle turns and an easy flow, and that makes the ride more enjoyable. And here's another idea. Mirror natural speech patterns. Melodies that move like spoken language feel intuitive and they stick more easily. Rap music provides so many great examples of this approach, but it can work perfectly with melody. Now let's look at hooks. Musicians always talk about hooks, and I recommend that you watch my video interview with Dave Potts to learn more about this. I'm going to link that in the description of this video, but quickly, what is a hook really? It's that short, catchy idea, whether it's melodic or lyrical, that anchors the song. It's like the emotional and rhythmic center that listeners remember. Think of it like a movie trailer tagline. In space, no one can hear you scream. It's that short and powerful and unforgettable thing. Lady Gaga's Poker Face repeats the title with precise rhythm. It instantly locks into your memory. Your hook is the billboard of your song's highway. It needs to grab attention fast. Here's a helpful test. Say your hook out loud, and if it sounds like something somebody might quote or text, you might have a great one. And let's add one more tool, which is surprise. A twist, whether it's musical, lyrical, or sonic, can break the pattern and make a song unforgettable. A sudden key change, a strange sound, or even a unique vocal delivery can make a song loop in your head. Imagine a pop song that suddenly drops into Gregorian chant for a few seconds. I mean, you would never forget it. Outkast's song Hey Ya does this with the line, "Shake it like a Polaroid picture." It was so unexpected that it became a memorable moment. Surprise is like throwing confetti in your song. It wakes up the listener. You don't want the whole song to be confetti, but definitely in a specific part. Try pairing a sweet melody with a darker lyric, or sneak an unusual metaphor into a pop chorus. That contrast could make your song really stand out. Since we're talking about hooks, melody, and surprise, we should also touch on chord progressions. There are a few progressions that appear in more hit songs than any others. You don't need to copy these exactly. In fact, I'm going to say don't do that, but using them as a base can sometimes create instant familiarity that draws people in. The first one is the 1-5-6-4 progression. An example in C major would be like C, G, A minor, F. You can hear this in songs like Let It Be by the Beatles or With or Without You by U2. How about Someone Like You by Adele or No Woman, No Cry by Bob Marley? It works because it moves from stability in the 1 chord to tension in the 6 chord and then resolves softly with the 4 chord. It's emotional and adaptable to almost any mood. The next one is the 6-4-1-5 progression. An example in C major would be A minor, F, C, G. And you can hear it in Apologize by OneRepublic or Love the Way You Lie by Eminem. How about Demons by Imagine Dragons? It starts in a minor key for emotional depth and then moves into major chords. And that makes it perfect for bittersweet or dramatic songs. And the third one is probably the simplest. It's the 1-4-5 progression. An example in C major would be like C, F, G. And you can hear this one in so many different songs. Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne or Twist and Shout by the Beatles. It's simple, energetic, and instantly catchy. You can hear a modern version in a song like What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. It's a pop anthem built on classic rock roots. Same idea, different era. I've placed all the examples in the description of this video so you can hear them with a new context. Okay, so here's a quick recap of the 9 simple things to make your songs more memorable. Repetition, because the brain loves patterns. Simplicity with surprise, because catchy songs balance predictability and novelty. Emotion, because strong feelings release dopamine. Unfinished tension, so you can leave just enough tension to keep people hooked. Personal relevance, because songs that are tied to identity or memory can stick around longer. And melodic contour, because you want to keep your melodies simple and singable. Hooks, because the hook is the billboard of your song. Surprise elements, because a clever twist or a lyric or a sonic change can jolt the listener's attention. And chord progressions, because familiar progressions could create instant emotional connections. At the core, Earworms blend pattern, emotion, and surprise, tapping into how our brains are wired to remember sound and story. By the way, I'm Kevin, the founder of Innovaniac Music, a production company that helps indie artists mix, master, and publish their songs. If you've made it this far into the video, it means that you care about growing as an artist and learning how to make your music connect on a deeper level. And that's exactly what this channel is all about. But here's something that most viewers may not realize, which is less than half of the people that watch these videos are subscribed. When you subscribe, it tells YouTube that content like this matters to artists like you, and it helps more indie musicians find these insights, and it helps me keep creating new episodes every few days. So if you got something valuable from this video, do me the easiest favor. Hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. It costs nothing and it makes a real big difference. Together, we can keep creating music that feels alive. And until the next time, dream big and create boldly.